Okay, this is the cradle to hold the router body. Okay, now we have the router in its cradle. As you can see, the faceplate has been removed. It is well screwed into place. Notice I put some fins to separate the base of the router to keep it cool. Okay, now you can see this device is mounted on a 2x2, which is extended all the way to the peak of the ceiling. And at the peak of the ceiling, it is connected with 2 eye hooks to allow it to swing freely as a pendulum. Henceforth, creating a perfect arc. Okay, the next step, after hanging the device, you put your work platform and find the center. We need to plumb the center of the router bit with the center of our 2-foot square work base. And the next step, after finding the center and building up our workpiece, we ensure that it is level and perpendicular to the shaft on the router. Okay, what I do now, after I believe I have the work reasonably level, I take my router and work my way around the 4 sides to see that I'm reasonably centered on the piece. That seems to work quite well, and we look pretty good at this point. Thank you. Okay, we've established that the position is where we want it, so now we're going to cut it. Now what I've done is made a simple fence that's just handheld and works quite well. And it rides right against the motor. Okay, now we're going to just do a little bit of it so you can see it in action. Okay, when you finish the cutting, you end up with a disc, approximately 14'9". That's the distance from the end of the bit to the top of the swing, and you come up with a perfect radius. It's really quite nice, and it is as perfect as mechanically possible. Okay, this is one of the discs we made. This one's a 27 foot. We use this for the face of the guitar. Okay, now another neat thing I think you might find interesting is that I've taken a piece of wood, just scored it, so what I used was rock hard putty. Now I took the surface of this disc and waxed it very well with anything golf wax, beeswax, or old candle, whatever. But then put a big blob of rock hard putty, squeeze this piece of board down, and leave it and wait till tomorrow. Tap it off. And now what I have is a 27-foot radius. You can see it rock and roll. Look at it close. Now what's neat about this is that you can take and put a piece of sandpaper on it, take the bridge that you need to fit to the face of your guitar and lay it on here. Now you may ask, I can do that just by putting the sandpaper on the face of my guitar. But what you can't do is this. And you can do this like this, and you can in quite short order make a perfect radius fit for your bridge to the face of your guitar. Cut.